It's Week 17 of the National Football League. And we'll see Chris Olave. And with him, any catch could be a big one. He's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions. It's the Saints and the Bucs, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Tampa. Here come the Saints for their opening drive. Throwing to start the drive. Hartman flushed out right. Now they can't bring him down. Shoves him aside. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
And that is a historic run for him, partner. With that pickup, he just broke Lamar Jackson's 2019 record for most yards in a season by a quarterback. No one has done it better across a 16 or a 17-game schedule. Now his name will be forever linked with the best runners to ever play at that position.
That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws, and with this, and now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Throwing to start the drive. Hartman escaping the pressure right. There's the stiff arm. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
And cue the applause, and there it is for him. The mark he's been aiming for all season long. 1,000 yards. Just the third quarterback to reach that milestone, joining Lamar Jackson and Michael Vick. That's a season's worth of work and a huge commitment to get him the touches that he needed to make that happen. Congratulations.
So a player's shaken up. We'll get a stoppage here. And that's Alvin Kamara, the one who's going to receive some attention. Hopefully he's okay. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. A throw there. Wind up incomplete. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He completes it to Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Saints have taken the lead. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He's got 2 touchdowns. Throwing to start the drive. Hartman. Flush to his right. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Looking to throw. Hartman eluding the pressure right. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Saints. Juwan Johnson, 51 yards. And the Saints will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Now the Saints going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. And Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Hartman. Flushed out right. The pass caught by Olave. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Off play action. Hartman. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Back to throw again. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. Escaping the pressure. And that's going to be caught. How about that one? They fake the spike, and it winds up a touchdown. He threw touchdown pass number 30 on the year last time he had the ball. He'll look to build on. Throwing to start the drive. Hartman dancing to his left. And that is caught downfield by Thomas. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. So the big play nullified, illegal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
Flush to his right. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the 1st down due to the previous penalty. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Throwing on 1st down. Hartman. And this one taken in by Olave. Fighting through, and he's got space. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave. His third touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Saints are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Brandon, remind me again, this is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
A rookie indeed.
I mean, because my eyes are telling me something I'm having trouble believing. 5 touchdown passes. He's thrown 5 in this game. Are you kidding me?
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. He'll be brought down short of the 15, but a really good move on the run. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to throw. Hartman eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Saints take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Kamara try the right side. Sheds off the tackle. There's a nice move. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So a player shaken up. We'll get a stoppage here. And that's Alvin Kamara, the one who's going to receive some attention. Hopefully he's okay. Always unfortunate. An injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Shaquille Barrett there. Field to make the stop. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Williams will try again. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jamal Williams, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Let's go now.
2nd and 11 now. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there, because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
We gotta be big time now. Oh, let's turn it up. Big week, every week. Get him going, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's roll. Ready.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Hartman sliding out of the pocket. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance.
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and we'll see Chris Olave. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Saints and the Falcons, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
So here are the Saints with a long field ahead. And leading the charge, their lefty QB.
And the guys on the other side of the ball know they'll have to be on their toes. And it's obviously not just the...
On first down, Hartman flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Off play action. Hartman escaping the pressure right. He lets it go deep for Olave. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Off the play fake. Hartman, he'll buy some time right. That is caught. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without it.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints are on the board first here this afternoon. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, That should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there?
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He threw a touchdown pass last time they had it. And he'll look to get him in the end zone again here as they start with a first down. Throwing to start the drive. Hartman, flush to his right. Oh, and that is incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Hartman. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. Looking to throw. Hartman eluding the pressure right. Looking long for Thomas. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not...
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker.
And that's caught inside the 35. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
So the illegal forward pass also costs them a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. His throw incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Able to power through. Bulldozes past him. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. To throw from his end zone, Hartman. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. They'll throw again from their own end zone, escaping the pressure right. Downfield, and he's got Olave. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards, first down. Back to throw. Hartman fighting to stay upright. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. Flush to his right. He lets it go deep for Olave. And that is going to wind up incomplete. So they tried to hit him with something you don't see too often, but it doesn't work out. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. Throwing to start the drive. Hartman eluding the pressure right. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. This is caught at the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurt. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little... Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either, so certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure they're friends from the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, now some trickery. They fake the spike. Being chased out left. And that'll be caught. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down. Kamara up the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Off play action. Hartman. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. And it was the visiting Saints who got the victory then, so they'll look for the season sweep here in New Orleans. Now a good job shifting right, finding his target. Touchdown! Chris Olave, 46 yards. And the Saints are an extra point away from drawing level.
When we drop defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. They go play action here on 1st down. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. Again, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. That's Olave bringing in another one. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. That was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
When you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
And out of bounds right around the 20. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Steps away to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away this timing.
Well, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. Fourth quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Throwing to start the drive. Hartman dancing to his left. He lets it go deep for Olave. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got his target. It's Olave. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. He's back to throw. Forced out to his left. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Out to his left. Oh, he stays up.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards in the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's got his target. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play and getting it to midfield.